great to be here. So let's get straight into it. Just made a CD, and this is a song off it. It's an instrumental called The Test. And I've been talking about cricket a bit, and I made a bit of a concept album about the first cricket team, our first international cricket team or international sporting team to travel over to England in 1868. So 150th anniversary this year, and that's where we're going to start tonight. We're in Northern England, and this one is called The Test, and it's about two players. One was an English man who was playing for Australia, the captain, Charles Lawrence, and Cousins, and they made a great partnership, undefeated. And the team was predominantly Indigenous players from out in Western Victoria, but they made it all the way to England to play cricket 150 years ago. So this first song, hopefully we can set the scene a bit. It's called The Test. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks a lot. So, yeah, I went pretty full concept on this and this CD, and made all the songs about this cricket trip. It was pretty eventful, and they played some amazing cricket. They didn't start off too well, but they ended up getting a bit of a momentum towards the end and winning as many games as they lost. But it was pretty tricky for some of the players because they had to get over to England, and it wasn't an easy trip to catch a boat through the Southern Oceans. And at the time, Indigenous people weren't allowed to move around the colonies. They were told by the government that they weren't allowed to go. And they hopped on a boat down to Queenscliff and said they were out going fishing for the day. And that rendezvoused with another boat that took them out up to Sydney, then over to England. So that's what this song is about. It's about sneaking out of the country, sticking it to the government. It's called The Silent Boat, and it's the title track of the EP. Righto.
Sailing out on a silent ship, out of Queenscliff to an old Kent town. This ancient water ran a tide that won't relent. New world beckons. Oh, winter in a calico tent and nothing sail. As night slips away, what's coming up on this walkabout old silent boat? The captain's faith will keep you strong. Sets the course to new hope. Hold fast, hold fast, hold fast, your friends. Hold and on. Out on the open sea, deep blue south, as icebergs slip by this ancient water, held by the pressure and the cold, not broken free. The ice pack of government hold and not full sail, as lines all begun. What's coming up on this walkabout on the waves came crashing down. On a silent boat, captain's faith will keep you strong. Sets the course to new hope. Hold fast, hold fast, hold fast, your friends. Hold and
Todd Cook, ladies and gentlemen. What a great guy. I'm going to move this. Look at that. Is that all right? Get out of your way just for a minute. Hey, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Yeah, good.
It's fascinating to meet you today and to hear the stories that you've got to tell with this brand new EP that's out called Silent Boat. And we just heard the title track then. That's a great story. Sorry, Brendan, before you take that. I know Brendan was sneaking the Digiway, but can you give us a quick lesson on circular breathing?
Well,
is there a knack to that?
It'll take a while, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically just try and use your cheeks to blow out the air, like that. So that's it, and then you do that, you can breathe in. It's hard to teach, I don't know.
Can Glover have a go?
No, come on, no.
Please?
No, well, I can't put my lips in someone else's didge.
Lips or something? Is there some...
Talking about...
Can we give it a wipe?
Earlier. Sorry, you can get that now, Brent. Sorry about that. Now, tell us a little bit about this CD.
Yeah.
Come over here and have a chat, because
yeah, mate. So
it's just fascinating, the story. Like, there's 5 tracks, and it does tell the story of this sporting team, the first international Australian sporting team.
Yeah, so it's huge. And I've been involved with up in Jarrah where it started, and they've been having a cricket game every year for the last 20 odd years, and I've been involved the last 5 or 6. Just go up and do some music and provide PA and do a bit of a gig at the pub later on. But this time it was 150th anniversary. They put on a big show, and I thought, no, I'm going to get a CD done. And once I started writing, I thought, well, I actually got a few songs here, so. Yeah, it was a
it's
real challenge.
It's obviously a story that you got into. I don't know if we can get a close-up of that at all, but you see a photo of the team there. I can't help but notice the white guy in the middle of all these Aboriginal fellas.
Yeah.
What was his story?
So I've got a song about him too. His name's Charles Lawrence, and he was the captain of the team. He took over the role, and I think he was a big instigator in the whole thing, and set up a lot of games over in England with his contacts, and looked after the players. And he was pretty amazing story himself as well. So the next song is about him. So I'll let you know about that later on out.
And it's Australian, and you're playing that one on a bouzouki, I noticed as well.
So this is an Irish bouzouki. My mate over in Tassie, Tarrant Guitars, made this one for me, and thought I'll give it a go.
So how have you made your journey into the music sector? I was talking to you earlier, and you say it was your brother who actually did it at school, did academically.
Yeah, so he was an amazing player, really technical. I was always out playing footy and cricket and being one of those kids that knock about. And then, took my footy a bit serious, and then I got injured. I needed something else to get into. And I got back into music and started writing and just loved it. So.
And this music, it's taking you on journeys all around the world as well?
Yeah, so, based over in UK for a while, a couple of years, and just did a lot of shows and many shows. Almost over 150 odd. I went pretty hard with it, and then, just did all solo, and it really toughened me up, I think.
Do you have management to work out a trip like that, or do you?
No, it's just me, just moving over. Me and my wife going, well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, just going
Let's get a gig.
And...
Would you give me a gig? That's basically it.
Yeah, wow.
Just meeting people, and that's the best way to do it. Just be a nice person and just go have a gig.
And you've spent a lot of time up in Darwin as well. Is that how you became attached with the didgeridoo as well?
So I think I learned to play the didge when I was quite young. So we moved up. I had a holiday, actually, an extended holiday in Kakadu.
Yep.
And I learned to play there. And then, the basics. And then I came back, moved back to NT in my early 20s to play AFL up there in the off-season. Did that for a few years and got shown a few more things by some really great players. And that's where I made that one there. So, yeah.
So you've got the sporting idea mixed here with the music idea.
Yeah.
What are you more passionate about at the minute?
Well, it depends what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
But it's good to write about things, So, I know a lot about sport, or think I do. So
yeah.
So it's good to write about things, Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Trent over here. No doubt he's been busy online tonight. Plenty of
Oh,
ways
right,
of
mate.
getting in
Yes.
touch with us.
Yes, tonight, 0411 489 if you want to SMS us, or you can search for us on all the social medias under Live at Spectrum. You can get in touch via our Facebook feed, like Max and Jill, who are watching in WA tonight. Dan Clancy says, it's great to have Live at Spectrum back. Thanks for your message, Dan. Jacob is watching in Adelaide while mixing an album, so that's pretty cool. Karen Turner is watching from Sale. She is ready for the story on the Club Hotel tonight, which is coming up a bit later. And Susan McIntosh says she likes your hair, Brett.
Thank you very much, Susan. Makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Now, you find yourself in Bruthen these days. How did you end up there? You started out in Druin?
Yeah, Druin, yeah. Basically we were overseas and things were really busy with the music side of things. Moved back to Melbourne and I just had another couple of years and I thought, this is got to move out. And opportunity presented itself out there and haven't looked back. It's a beautiful spot to live.
It's a perfect place to be writing.
It is.
The country, and I can see you've been busy. I've got 4 EPs in my hand.
Yeah.
This is the latest one. You've got plenty of copies to sell to the audience tonight?
Yeah, I do.
So we'll keep the doors locked before they leave tonight. We are going to hear one more song now. I'll let you introduce it, Todd.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very
Please
much.
welcome back to Live at Spectrum, Todd Cook.
Cheers. For that, So this next song, I touched on it before, but it was a captain of the team, Charles Lawrence, and before they got to England and before they took the boat over, they had to get from Western Victoria down to the coast. They played a few cricket games along the way, but Charles Lawrence, all reports, was a pretty decent bloke, but he found this journey on horse and cart pretty hard. But he did protect the players and even protected them from an ambush that they actually got shot at as well, and he returned fire to look after his players. And it's a pretty happy sort of song about rolling along on a horse and cart, but it's got that bit of a story towards it. So this one's called Charles Lawrence, and thanks for having me. Cheers. Sunrise in Dublin City, the meadows of Edinburgh. Now I'm in this bush town Harrow with red gums and different stars. How I wait for this journey, the old boys could see me now. They'll be filled with endless wonder, red gums and different stars, and I ride to Queenscliff, sail over the sea, I'll fly to more than the crease, red gums and different stars. Time to roll on. Rolling out on this horse-drawn carriage, and these roads are rough as hell. Fresh meat cooked by firelight, laughter fills the air. And these hands weren't meant for this life. City towns make them soft, wagon wheel against the hard rock. Cousins philosophy, and I ride away to Queenscliff. I'll sail over the sea. I'll find some more than the crease, red gums and different stars. Time to roll on. Dark clouds ahead, ambush waits. I don't know where this bomb's gone, I don't know where I've given one. Hey. And
crease.